These are ones I already got.
An elevator. Morlund must have built this before the place flooded. Nice to work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Good job. But yeah, the traps really won the day against that boss. Sheesh, that shock trap absolutely destroyed it. Wasn't recovering from there.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city.
Is that an eagle? How much? How much?
Whoa.
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the Embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve was a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Morlund and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to pay a visit to that other Ostrom camp I found first. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Wow, this was a quest that I really enjoyed, and the subplot with the Delvers, that was really, really nice. Chen's dream, his story, what happened to Vegas in the end, and the way that these guys, all that time later, they've kind of found a way to re-spark it in some way.
We should build a place
That's really cool.
where they can play, parlor games. Like a carnival? Yeah, but like, we should make it sound extra big and extra fun.
You mean call it something like Carnival?
Okay, just saying something twice doesn't make it sound better, Abaddon.
That kind of stuff is definitely better too. Right. Oh, we got our first purples. Holy shit. Wow. Delivers adhesive payloads to slow enemies. Its light arrows pack a punch and are well suited to stagger and knock down targets. Wowee. I can actually get this one. Shit. Can fire frost and plasma. Be still my beating heart. This is some legit shit right now. I gotta have this. You guys know the bolt blast is just such a important thing to have. Also, I'm a striker. Energized duration, resonator blast plus resonator buildup. Augmented to improve the resonator blast melee technique. I'm not going to get this one just yet. It's expensive and it's going to use important stuff, but it's cool to see. Okay.
Gonna need a lot of shards to get this place up and running.
Ammo that deals plasma damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies and see if they're weak to plasma. Hitting them with plasma will build up the plasma blast state, which creates a timed detonation. Continue to damage the target before the timer explodes to build up a more powerful explosion. Shoot glow blast contains a plasma ammo to detonate them and trigger. Yep, that's brilliant.
I was thinking, maybe we could have attractions here that duplicated those from other cities. Like a recreation.
Great minds think alike. It doesn't matter how long a time it's been. Just recreate a lot of the similar ideas. Okay, so she was talking about like an Oseram camp that she found. It was underwater and shit. I don't remember that deal, to be fair. More of the arena, Memorial Grove. Okay. Let me think. I think since I found this, let's just return to the base. And then I think... and I think from there, we'll be able to get a little bit more story, see what's going on, and then I'll decide if I want to do another side quest or two before continuing. But that was fun. It's nice to have a very different kind of environment. Again, to explore all that underwater. I mean, we had both desert and underwater in the same quest, so that's dope. Right, let's fast travel back home. I'm home. And I got another subordinate function. Yeah, I love the way that this place is kind of slightly expanding a little more every time. Yeah, we'll go straight to the story bit first, and then we'll talk to the others.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Before that, let me just connect this. I do have a drone now.
Drone's reconnected now.
I thought I would get to see it.
Error. Data missing.
There you go. Whoa.
Excellent choice.
That is so cool. You just get to have the backdrop that you want when you're here with Gaia. That's so dope. I love it. So, how's about that?
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Right, is everyone done talking now?
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Oh, the backdrop disappears. That's a shame. Right, our progress.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Fair play.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Yeah, it's a crazy achievement.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe whether it may be possible should you find...
I'll keep a lookout.
Okay. It repeated a previous dialogue for this for some reason, but I think we're done for now, right? Signal and their subordinate functions.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
Okay.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Right, so the next one we're after is Demeter. But let me just ask about Ether first, since we've got it already. There might be some new dialogue. There was for Poseidon, so... Oh, wait. Yeah, Demeter. That's the next one.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, It may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Okay, that's 2 out of 3 done. Now we can speak to some of the others and see what they've been up to, what they've been learning. So we'll probably have another 10, 15, 20 minutes of dialogue here, I don't know, but I always enjoy hearing about it and speaking to these guys. So. Let's do it.
That's fine.
Oh, he plays Machine Strike now. Smart.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
There's 2 of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those 2 lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Fair play.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. It reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Okay.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
Fair.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Now, she also mentioned that there was a new room.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Okay.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
Wait, so the Tenakth has an exclamation point, but then everything's grayed out?
What did Chief Akaro say when...
You spilt rebel blood at...
Well...
Indeed.
Yeah, that's weird. Fine.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds... kind of gross.
Okay.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light.
Not really.
Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. Varl got slapped around pretty hard when Regalla and her champion arrived.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
Alright, coolio.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, Control Center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Right, so we had some hollow projectors here and a data point. Let's have a look at those. Caterpillars and chrysalises.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sepal 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Let's activate this.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Cool. This is my place.
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter.
So I think that's Beta, so let's wait for a sec. Speak to Zoe first. And then we'll finish things off with Val and Beta.
Haven't seen you in a while.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those stormbirds in line.
Yeah, we still haven't fought a Stormbird yet.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
She refused.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I have to go now.
Farewell.
Right, let's find out what the deal is with Beta. I've always called it Beta, but I don't know if it's beta or beta. I think beta is the more commonly used one, but maybe when I was in school or something, like early science class, and they were teaching you about like alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays, my teacher must have said beta, or maybe it's a regional thing, I don't know, but in my head it's always been beta. But the more I hear beta, the more I'll probably start to say it. It's not exactly a word I use that often. Because I'm such an alpha, yeah? Let me see what this needs. Oh, okay, I can get this too. Yeah. Slot 2 and 3 are locked. I mean, this is like the final tier. We need a clamber jaw. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to happen for a while. Well, at least we've got one. I do think the next area that we go to is really going to be like closer to endgame. We're going to be seeing a lot more big enemies dropping like...
that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Dropping like purple stuff.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
I would have guessed... Okay. We've got this too. Yeah, I forgot you have to stay gripped.
I wonder where this leads. Power cells? Huh.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect there to be something like this in here.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Damn, we're going even deeper into this bit now. I keep thinking we're going to find more data points, but then I have to remember that there's not going to be any data points here. Because there's never been anyone here, except us. We're going to be leaving data points for the future. So this brings us back to here. Fair enough. Let's try this again.